Smittybilt Rooftop Tent hardcover part 2. So as you saw in my last video, I decided to make a hardcover for my Smittybilt Rooftop Tent. But after really looking at it, I realized there might be a better way to go. So this is the second attempt at building a hardcover for a Smittybilt Rooftop Tent. The last cover was basically a base with a top that had to be unfolded and somehow stored, and I was concerned about wind resistance and everything else. So this new version incorporates the tent itself, so to speak. First of all, once again, I put 2.5-inch aluminum around the perimeter, or in this case on both sides of the tent. And that allowed me to screw these side panels on. So we have 2.5-inch aluminum on the top and 2.5-inch aluminum on the bottom of the rooftop tent. So let me show you what it's like to open it. In the front of the rooftop tent, I angled it, just looking for a bit more aerodynamics, less wind resistance. Toggle clamps, in this case they're locking. I don't know why they lock, I just happen to have them. Are undone on both sides. And back here we have a door that is also unlocked, and this covers the back of the tent. I'll get to this barrel bolt in a minute. But as you can see, that places the rooftop tent basically the way it was when we removed the vinyl cover. Now it's just a simple matter of opening it up. And there you have it. Now this door, which obviously would be swinging around in the wind, is simply moved over and locked with a barrel bolt. The only issue I had is now the ladder must be removable. So I made these brackets for the ladder, and I'm not using the ladder that came with this Smittybilt tent. I didn't like the ladder that came with it. I'm using a much more rugged ladder. And that ladder will be attached with just a couple of simple bolts that lock through these brackets that I made out of aluminum. The only other issue that I have is now you need to climb over this piece in the front. That I haven't rectified. I'm not sure if I'm going to modify that somehow, figure out another way to do this. Maybe this piece could be dropped down, could fold down. I don't want to make it too complicated. I'm actually going to live with it for a while and see what it's like to have to climb over that small area that's between the tent itself. It's not that big of a deal if you're spry. We'll see how that all works out as we go down. So once again, to fold it up, it's just a simple matter of getting everything ready to go like normal. I'm going to try to put this camera over here so you can see what's going on. Undo the door, just fold it up. Tuck everything in, and now you have an awful lot of room to tuck stuff in. It's one of the advantages. But in the front here, there's a pile of room. You don't have to go crazy like you had to do before to get everything to fit in. My feeling is this is going to be a lot easier to do when this is up on top of the truck. Lock it up. Close the door. And you're off.